Hey there, are you looking to make your writing stronger, clearer, and way more persuasive? Well, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to break down a super simple but incredibly powerful tool that can totally transform your essays. It's all about giving your ideas the structure they need to really shine. So, does this sound familiar? You've got all these awesome ideas, you've done your research, but when you try to put it all down on the page, it just feels like a mess, right? Your paragraph doesn't really flow, it feels a little weak, and you're worried your teacher isn't really getting your point. It's a super common frustration, but trust me, there's a key to fixing it. And, this quote just nails it. A great paragraph needs a strong structure, just like your body needs a skeleton. Without that framework, all your brilliant ideas and all that evidence you found can just collapse into a jumbled pile. That structure is what holds your argument together and walks your reader step by step through your thoughts. Okay, so how do we actually build that skeleton for our ideas? Well, we use a really simple and easy to remember method called PEL. Seriously, think of it as a 4-step blueprint for building a perfect paragraph every single time. So let's break it down. PEL. What does it stand for? First, you make your point. That's your main idea, your topic sentence. Then you bring in the evidence. This could be a fact, a statistic, a quote from a book, or even a personal story. Next, and this part is absolutely crucial, you explain how that evidence actually proves your point. And finally, you link it all together, wrapping up your paragraph or setting up the next one. Point, evidence, explanation, link. That's PEL. And you know what's really cool about this? It's not super rigid. You don't have to follow the order perfectly every time. You could state your point, explain it a little, and then drop in your evidence. The most important thing is to always start with a clear point and always end with a solid link. That middle part, that's where you can play around a bit to see what flows best for your argument. All right, enough with the theory. Let's see how this actually works in the real world. We're going to build a paragraph from the ground up, piece by piece, using a really simple, relatable topic. Let's do this. Okay, first step, the P for point. We start with a clear, direct topic sentence. Something like this. Camping is something that every child should do. Boom, just like that. The reader knows exactly what this paragraph is going to argue. No confusion. Next up, we need some E for evidence. Here, we can use a personal experience to really bring the argument to life. For instance, last summer, my family and I went camping next to a lake and even saw a sky full of stars. See, it's not just a claim anymore. Now it's backed up with a real story. Okay, now for what I think is the most important part, the second E for explanation. This is where the magic happens. You can't just drop in some evidence and then walk away. You have to connect the dots for your reader. Like this. It made me realize that camping is more than just sleeping in a tent. It's a time to disconnect from screens and connect with nature. This explains why the evidence matters and how it supports the main point. And voila, here is the whole thing put together, finished off with our L for link. Camping creates memories that last a lifetime. This last sentence ties everything up with a nice bow. You can see how the paragraph just flows logically from one idea to the next. It's clear, it's persuasive, and it feels complete. All right, that was a pretty straightforward example, right? Using a personal story. But you might be wondering, does this work for like a history essay or a more formal paper? The answer is absolutely. Let's take an academic paragraph and find that same PEL structure hiding inside. Let's look at something a little more academic, say from a history class about Queen Elizabeth I. Just take a second to read it. Now, at first glance, it might just look like a solid block of text. But I promise you that same PEL skeleton is holding it all together. See if you can spot the different parts before I show you. All right, did you find it? Let's peel this paragraph back and see the structure inside. The blue text is the point. It clearly states the main argument. The green and red sections are the evidence. They show the two sides of the problem, the pressure to marry versus the risk of losing power. The purple text, that's the explanation, analyzing why this was such a tough situation. And that orange text at the end provides the link, summing it all up. It's the exact same structure, just using more formal language. Okay, so now you get the concept, you've seen it in action, so let's get you set up with your own little PEL toolkit so you can start using this right away in your own writing. Sometimes the hardest part of writing is just staring at that blank page, right? Getting that first word down. Well, these sentence starters are a total game changer. Think of them as little signposts for your reader. They signal exactly which part of the PEL structure you're on, which makes your writing even clearer.
This is a great chart to keep handy.
And one last thing. Before you call it done, before you hand in that assignment, run your paragraphs through this quick 4-point check. Just go through each paragraph and ask yourself these 4 questions. This simple self-edit can be the difference between a pretty good paragraph and a truly great one. So, at the end of the day, Peel isn't some boring rule you have to memorize. It's a tool. It's a way to empower your ideas and give them the strong backbone they deserve so they can be as clear and persuasive as possible. So think about that next essay you have to write. What's the first idea you're going to build into an awesome Peel paragraph?